Welcome back, everyone. Vince from Haggerty's Music here, and the excitement continues. Why does the excitement continue, ask? Well, the Gibson Les Paul Supreme is back. They have made a new run of them, and we got them. I cannot wait to tell you about these things. They're some of the most beautiful, pristine-looking Les Pauls that I think have ever been created. So let's just jump right into it. The new Gibson Les Paul Supreme will overshadow anything that you put beside it. It steps on stage and immediately steals the spotlight and gets heads turning. As far as the build of the guitar goes, it follows the classic recipe we would expect from a Gibson Les Paul, but it kind of adds a refreshed feature set. Let me tell you what I mean. So we have a mahogany body that now has the modern weight relief in it. So this guitar is very easy to hold and play. If you're a gigging musician and need something that's going to be really comfortable when you're playing those longer gigs, the weight relief in this body is super nice to have. You've probably noticed it right away, but we have a beautiful AAA flame maple top. With this finish being called the Fireburst, I would expect plenty of flame, and my gosh, this finish is just elegant, a truly beautiful design. We have an ebony fretboard with mother of pearl split block inlay, which I really like. I think it complements the sheer beauty of a guitar of this caliber. It's really an elevated aesthetic. And speaking of elevated aesthetics, you might notice the inlay on the headstock. What's really interesting about this is that Gibson found this design in the archives some time ago, and it was a design from sometime in the 1940s. So they decided to bring it to life. I think that is such a cool touch and even a cooler story behind it. So they're bringing new life to stuff that was, existing in the Gibson archives for decades. And then there's the electronics, and this is where things get really interesting. We have a Burstbucker Pro in the neck position and a Burstbucker Pro Plus in the bridge position. So it has all the wonderful fat, full humbucking tones you would expect from a Les Paul. But that's not where the cool thing is. The cool thing are in the tone and volume knobs. We have four push-pull pots. We have a coil tap in both of the volume pots. We have a phase inverter in one of the tone pots, and then a true bypass. So as far as having a nice tonal toolbox, this is about as good as it gets. You're going to be able to play anything on this guitar. And as far as sound and playability goes, well, it's a Gibson Les Paul. It's one of the best playing guitars you'll ever get your hands on. As you heard earlier in the video, it does those hard rock tones very nice. It bites and it drives. But if you didn't know, the Les Paul was originally built as a jazz guitar, and it does clean sounds marvelously. Take a listen to this quickly. Do you hear what I mean? It's very mellow, very warm, very crisp, very clean. It's a beautiful sounding guitar. You really couldn't ask for anything better from an electric guitar. Well, there you have it, folks. The brand new Gibson Les Paul Supremes. Outstanding beauty and marvelous, marvelous playability. Come check them out today in our Rapid City showroom and see for yourself just how marvelous these guitars are. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.